Hi there and welcome to today's tutorial. Today we are going to be making a flower girl basket. We are going to start by gathering our supplies. We've got our Sola wood flowers, we have some Japanese boxwood, we have our adorable little basket, some bamboo stems, floral foam, and then some cutters. And of course our glue gun, because we're always going to need that. We are going to start by taking our foam and trimming it down. We are just going to cut it down until it will fit perfectly right into our little basket. You can use a knife or a piece of wire. The floral foam generally cuts pretty easily. And this basket is pretty shallow here, so we're going to cut it in half as well. We don't need such a large piece of foam, we just need about half of that. So again, just kind of cutting it down to the size we need. Now that we have the right size, we're going to take a little bit of glue and add it to the back of the foam, and then we are just going to stick that right to the basket. You want to make sure that you have a pretty good amount of glue on there because you don't want that floral foam popping off. So we're just going to stick it in there, give it a nice good press down, and make sure it's going to stay in place. Now we are ready to stem some of our flowers. We're just going to take a little bit of glue, put it on the end of our bamboo stem, and then we are going to stick that stem into the back of the flower. You want to make sure that you put the stem in the back of the flower far enough that it's not going to pop off, but you don't want to push it so far through that the stem pops out the other side. We have a variety of flowers that we're using here today. We have some that have the bark still on them, we have some without it, we have some that are dyed different shades of green, and some that are just left raw. Now that all of our flowers are stemmed, we're ready to start arranging. We are going to cut off the excess length of those stems. These stems are pretty easily trimmed with just a pair of wire cutters. Just shorten them a little bit to the length that you're needing, and then we are just going to add them to our floral foam. We're going to mix it up a little bit, put the different shades of green next to each other, add in the non-dyed flowers in between, and just kind of arrange it to our liking. If we have some little gaps in between our flowers, we're not going to worry about that right now. We do have that filler that we showed earlier that we can use to cover up any holes. And also we have a couple of smaller 1.5-inch flowers that are good for covering holes as well. Now that all your flowers are arranged, we are ready to add our little bits of filler here. This is our Japanese boxwood that we are using. We chose this because it has a really beautiful green color to go with the green flowers that we're using. You can use whatever flowers and filler you would like. And we are just sticking these pieces of filler that we have cut in between our flowers, just kind of arranging them throughout the basket, evenly dispersing it throughout our little mini flower girl basket. We also have one more type of dried filler here that we're going to use. This is just going to help mix it up a little bit and add some really good texture to our arrangement. You can use any type of dried or faux filler, whatever you prefer that matches the look that you're going for. Now that we have all of our filler added, our flower girl basket is ready. You can use this at your wedding on your big day for your little flower girl to carry, and then she can even keep it as a special memento after. Thank you for joining us today, and happy crafting!